Didn't have been, like, it couldn't have been a show without Seinfeld of paving the way.
I love Kerr, but I'm not sure about that.
Also, Friends, I never watched.
He shaved off half of his head. Half. And Selena Gomez's fans are absolutely not okay. Because somehow, Benny Blanco just found a way to look worse than he ever has. So, let's get into it. Okay, so if you've somehow missed this, the man married to one of the most beautiful women on the planet decided that the move this week was to walk around with the entire left side of his head shaved completely bald, and the right side still rocking his full signature curls. Not a fade, not a buzz cut, just half. Like the barber got a phone call halfway through and never came back. And the internet, predictably, lost its entire mind. It first showed up when he popped onto one of those greatest of all time interview series, sitting right next to his buddy Lil Dicky. And here's the part that genuinely kills me. He never addresses it. Not once. The whole episode, he's just casually debating his favorite snacks with a head that looks like a before and after photo, like absolutely nothing is wrong. And the comments? Oh, the comments did all the work for him. This person writes, "What bet did Benny lose?" This person writes, "Please tell me Benny didn't cut his hair." Someone else goes, "What happened, Benny, my boy?" One person, and this one sent me, "Hi, yes, barber. Can you give me the brain tumor removal cut, please?" Another one just says, "Is this auditioning for Shrek 5? And of course, the classic that shows up under every single thing this man does. I feel so bad for Selena. You guys, they always feel so bad for Selena. Now here's where it gets layered, because at first a lot of people were convinced this was fake, a bald cap. One person writes, "People are insane. You can literally see the bald cap." Another one, "It's a bald cap, don't stress." And honestly, they were kind of right. The special effects makeup artist who worked on that first shoot actually came out and confirmed it. Yeah, the original version was a prosthetic, a custom bald cap, and she was basically gloating about how many people fell for it. So everyone exhaled, like, okay, it's a bit, it's not real, our boy is fine. But here's the thing. He looked at all of us believing it was fake, and then he actually went and did it for real. He shaved half of his actual head. For a book. He posts this little TikTok walking around outside, basically going, "POV, you just shaved half your head so people buy your book." He's promoting his new self-help book, which, by the way, has a title I genuinely cannot say on this channel, but it rhymes with truck failure. So just sit with that for a second. This man took a clipper to his own hairline as a marketing funnel, and it worked. We're talking about it right now. He won. And look, I have to be fair here, because part of me actually respects it. He's not a bad-looking guy underneath all the chaos. He just works against himself on purpose. The worst part is, I genuinely think he'd look good if he just committed and shaved the whole thing. But this halfway situation, this has to be a humiliation kink at this point. His commitment to bad style honestly needs to be studied. And listen, if Selena's happy, let her and her man be, okay? She chose him. She loves the goofy. She loves the messy. That's the relationship, and I'm not gonna sit here and tell a grown woman who she can love. But here's what makes the timing so completely insane. Literally days before he shaved it all off, those exact curls were the star of a whole glossy hair commercial. Jennifer Aniston put out this skit for her hair care brand, and it opens with Benny aggressively banging on her door. She's whispering to the camera, "Who is that? Say I'm not here." He breaks in, starts eating a carrot, and she finally caves and drags him to the styling chair. She calls his hair a nest. She literally checks it for creatures. And then, plot twist, Selena casually wanders in raiding Aniston's closet, trying to trade her own rare beauty makeup for a pair of Jimmy Choos. It's actually a really cute, really clever ad. But do you see the problem? He used Jennifer Aniston's entire prestige to show off how luxurious and silky his curls are, and then days later shaved them off for a book, which is exactly why I can't tell anymore if this man is completely unhinged or secretly the most calculated marketing genius in all of Hollywood. I'm being so serious, I cannot tell. Now, this is the part where Selena's fans really start to turn, because it's not just the hair anymore, it's the pattern. Every single time this man opens his mouth on a podcast, he somehow throws his wife under the bus. He went on a podcast and told everyone, to Gwyneth Paltrow's face, that Selena has, quote, the diet of a 5-year-old. That he walked in and she was eating Jack in the Box at 6:45 in the morning, that she doesn't really like fruits or vegetables. Sir, that is your wife. Why are we telling Gwyneth this? Like, who asked? And then there's the Barry Keoghan thing. He sat down with Barry, who, side note, is not an ugly man, neither of them are, and brought up these memes people send him. His exact words were, the meme is, quote, me, you, Travis Kelce, and the guy Ariana dates. Which one of these ugly bastards would you want to date? So he's openly, willingly identifying as one of the trolls who somehow landed a global pop star. And people online absolutely ate that up, because it confirms the whole, how on earth did she end up with him narrative that everybody's already running with. And honestly, I kind of get the fascination. Because I'm basically the same age as Selena Gomez, and if I brought a man home with half a head of hair and visibly questionable feet, we'll get to the feet, my mother would stage an intervention in the driveway before he even got through the door. But that's just me. Different strokes, I guess. Some of us like a project. So I keep saying, the feet. And if you're new here, you're probably like, what feet? What are you talking about? Buckle up. Earlier this year, on the very first episode of his podcast, this man propped his bare feet up on the furniture, on camera, with the soles visibly, and I mean visibly, black with dirt. And then, for an encore, he passed gas directly onto a hot microphone. On the premiere, the internet did not recover. One person writes, the amount of times I've been forced to acknowledge this man's feet against all my will is staggering and completely unacceptable. Another one, wash your feet, Benny, and wash the floors. And my personal favorite, the year is 2026, but Benny Blanco is still stuck in the Stone Age. He went on late-night TV to do damage control, and his entire defense was, quote, first of all, it's the facility's fault. It's not mine. I have great feet. Look at that clean foot. Sir, you do not have great feet. We have seen the feet. And here's the part that genuinely broke people. A few episodes later, in a big show of solidarity against the backlash, Selena kissed his bare foot on camera, on purpose. One person summed it up perfectly. Having the entire world watch you kiss a man's nasty foot is a choice. And it is a choice. But it's also kind of love, in the most cursed way imaginable. She's all in. That's my point. She is fully, completely all in on this man. Now, the relationship itself is in a genuinely weird spot right now, and not even because of the hair. Selena is over in London filming her show, and Benny has this very documented, very intense fear of flying. Like, he's openly talked about taking road trips and even getting on a boat across the ocean, just to avoid getting on a plane. So you've got a global superstar who is constantly moving, constantly on a jet to the next thing, married to a man who flat out refuses to fly. That is a logistics problem, you guys. That's a real one. And right on cue, Selena posts this big, sentimental 16-photo dump of the two of them. Childhood pictures, private wedding moments, all of it. Which a lot of people read as, you know, a little bit of damage control, a we're fine actually post, allegedly. I'm not saying there's trouble in paradise. I'm just saying the timing of that one was very, very intentional. There's also been this rumor floating around that Selena made him sign an NDA, so he can't talk about their private life. He actually shut that down himself, and his explanation was, weirdly, kind of sweet. He goes, quote, I'm not allowed to talk about that publicly. No, I'm just like a gentleman. It's a thing I do. So, no NDA. Just a man with notoriously dirty feet and surprisingly firm boundaries. Make that make sense, because I genuinely can't. Okay, but before we wrap this whole thing up, I have to bring up the other thing Selena did this month, because it is so messy and so good. So there's this huge celebrity basketball game. The Knicks pull off this absolutely insane comeback. And courtside, you've got Taylor Swift, Kylie Jenner, Timothée Chalamet, the entire circus. And Taylor and Kylie are out here hugging, looking like lifelong best friends, which, if you know the history, is wild on its own. And Selena, who, by the way, was watching all of this from London at like 3 in the morning because she is chronically online just like the rest of us, decides to comment a single LOL on a post of Taylor celebrating. And then she posts her own story that says, mad respect for the game. Congrats to the peeps that represent. What a comeback. So funny how some are all of a sudden fans, though. LOL. And then she deletes it. And the internet immediately goes feral. Who are the sudden fans? Is she shading Taylor? Is she shading Kylie? This person writes, isn't Taylor literally her best friend? Another one's convinced it's about someone hopping on the bandwagon. And Selena, because she always has to clean it up, comes back the very next morning with a full clarification. She says, I would never insult my friends. I bet my friends on the game. I lost, but was poking fun at my opponents, my friends. Believe it or not, I do have other friends in my life. Also, it's a basketball game. Which, okay, fair. She's from Texas. She wanted the Spurs to win, the Spurs lost, she got salty, she fired off a petty little LOL and bounced. That's not a feud. That's just being a sports fan with a phone. But the fact that she had to basically issue a press release over the word LOL tells you everything about how online this woman is. Our girl does not log off. And honestly, when you put the whole thing together, the half-bald husband who exposes her fast food breakfast to Gwyneth Paltrow, the 3 a.m. shade posts, the man who won't get on a plane, there's actually something kind of charming about how deeply normal and chaotic their entire dynamic is. She literally said on a podcast that she just sits in the kitchen while he cooks, doesn't even know the lingo, and thinks it's the cutest thing in the world. She said he's spoiled her, so whatever's actually going on over there, she seems happy, and maybe at the end of the day, that's the whole point. But I want to know what you guys think. Is Benny Blanco a chaotic little gremlin who is humiliating his wife in real time? Or is he secretly the smartest marketer in the entire game, shaving his head for free press while we all fall for it every single time? Drop your verdict down in the comments, because I genuinely go back and forth on this hourly. And if you think Selena could have done better, or if you're a proud Benny defender, because I know you're out there, leave me a blue heart down below to keep this channel strong and alive. I love you guys so much, and I'll catch you in the very next one. Bye, guys.